It has been a frustrating, confusing, and upsetting day for Hamilton County's teachers.
This morning, they were shocked to find out their bi-weekly paychecks had not been deposited. News Channel 9's John Madewell joins us now with more on how this problem happened.
John, are the paychecks deposited yet?
Well, Kim and Calvin, they're far from all of them are deposited. There was a breakdown in communication somewhere along the chain among the trustee's office, the Department of Education, and First Tennessee Bank. That added up to an almost $4 million mistake for 3,700 people. Just like more than 3,000 teachers, the mistake impacted Sandy Hughes. She's president of the Hamilton County Education Association and is also paid out of the same payroll account as teachers. This afternoon, she moved $200 from her credit union into her checking account to cover any overdrafts. This morning, she heard the horror stories.
We have people traveling right now. They're stranded in various locations. There are people concerned about their mortgage payments, their car payments, and all those late fees associated.
Superintendent Rick Smith didn't find out about the problem until 8:30 this morning.
For our people, yeah, we're gonna find out what part we had to play in this.
Smith and other administrators were paid. Their paychecks come from a different accounts. Meanwhile, Hughes speaks as a voice for many of the teachers.
I think what would make this right is for us to get paid as quickly as possible, and I'm sure that's the goal of the district as well. But all of these fees that people are going to incur needs to be covered as soon as possible.
We'll try to do the very, very best we can to fix or correct any financial situation that has arisen from this. But again, I want to apologize to employees.
Here's what we know about how the problem happened for classroom teachers. The trustee's office verified the money was there and sent that information to the Department of Education on Wednesday. But somewhere in the communication among those two and First Tennessee Bank, communication broke down. But the superintendent wants to be clear about losses suffered.
For those that we find next week that have received some kind of fee or penalty, I work with the trustee's office, talked to Mr. Hullander about that, and we're going to take care of those as well.
Now, here is the latest. First Tennessee Bank customers should already have their checks in the bank and fees waived. Now, customers of larger banks and credit unions should see checks by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. And customers at smaller banks and credit unions won't see their money until Monday morning at 8 o'clock. And we also want to point out that Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union just called and says checks have been deposited. Now, if you face overdrafts or other financial problems caused by this, proof would help in potential reimbursement. Calvin?
Thanks, John. As you might imagine, there was a lot of reaction to this story when we broke it on our Facebook page. Katie Stewart writes, many teachers live paycheck to paycheck, and now they're facing overdraft charges, etc. It's a kick in the pants in a profession that is already underpaid and underappreciated. And Dwayne Griffin says it's really funny that the administration checks went through, but not the teachers. The question that needs to be asked is, if the money is out of the same account, then why was theirs deposited but not the others? We invite you to weigh in on this story. Just go to our Facebook page.